may be wondering why in the world I'm doing a video about a blanket. And it's a valid question, but honestly, this blanket is actually changing the world. It's like 95 degrees outside and I'm wrapped up in a wool blanket. If you want to make a difference in this world with the way that you spend your dollars, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you have to do to stay connected, and let's do this together. What's this? Let's do this together. Let's do this together. Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Chad. I'm your legacy goods curator. You see, every single dollar that we spend is a vote for the kind of world that we want to live in. And that's why I'm here. This channel is all about my quest to find the products worthy of our vote, and the makers and their stories and all that comes with it. So back to the blanket, let me ask you this question. When buying a blanket in the past, have you ever put thought into where it comes from or its impact in the world? Tell me in the comments yes or no. It's kind of funny to talk about buying a blanket because honestly, I've never been that intentional about the blankets that we buy. Like, it's just like, is it warm? Is it soft? Is it big enough? Does it have my favorite sports ball team on it? It's odd to me that I've never been that intentional about the blankets that we buy because, well, we have a lot of them around the house and we use them every single day. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about how you can be intentional about your blanket buying, be comfy, warm, and make an impact in the world. So the company I wanna tell you about today is Sackcloth and Ashes, and they make this wool blanket that I'm wrapped up in today. And as you can see, this thing is freaking rad looking. But not only is it good looking, the company behind it is on a mission to make this world a better place. And I want to tell you a little bit about the company before we dive into what I love about this blanket. So the story starts with a guy named Bob Dalton. And one day Bob gets a call from his mom. And this call is very different than any other call that he's ever gotten from his mom, where basically she explains to Bob that she's been homeless for the last little while and staying in homeless shelters. So there's not a lot of information that I could find around how Bob helped his mom or how she got back on her feet. But what happened is this motivated Bob to really think about the shelters in the United States that provide food, shelter, and warmth for the people that are without a home. But this experience with his mom sparked a fire inside of Bob. And so he decided he wanted to help the homeless community because of the experience that his mom shared with him. So what he did is he started calling shelters all over the United States, asking them what they needed the most. Blankets. We have a shortage of blankets, we need blankets. And that's where Bob's idea was born. This experience, coupled with the information he got from the shelters, sent Bob on a mission to provide as many warm and comfy blankets to homeless people as he possibly could. From the moment I found Sackcloth and Ashes, I was smitten for so many reasons, but most of all for this mission that they have to blanket the United States. By 2024, they want to provide 1 million blankets to homeless people in the United States. And this is all made possible by people like you and me buying these blankets. So here's how it works. When I purchase a blanket based on my address, Sackcloth and Ashes then donates a blanket to the local shelter. So when I bought this blanket, a blanket went to the shelter in Salt Lake City, and it was delivered by none other than the amazing Kevin Bacon. Seriously, Kevin Bacon delivered the blankets to the shelter in Salt Lake City. You can see it, it's on their website. I had no idea Kevin Bacon had a side gig handing out blankets, but he does. Maybe we could call him Kevin Blankins. Kevin Blankins. We'll call him Kevin Blanken. So let me tell you a little bit about the blankets themselves. All the blankets are made 100% from recycled material, which is just amazing. They're all different blends. Most all of them have wool in them. This one in particular has a wool synthetic blend, but it's incredibly soft and it's all 100% recycled material. What? I like to believe that in its previous life, this blanket warmed the lap of a little old lady knitting socks for her kittens. I believe in blanket reincarnation. The materials for the blankets come from India, Italy, and the United States, and every single one of them is ethically assembled in Salem, Oregon. So we've talked about the company, amazing. We've talked about how the blankets are ethically produced, amazing. Now let me tell you what I love about this blanket. This blanket is comfy AF. There's like these there's like this slang, there's these acronyms that I just can't do. I feel stupid doing them. You know, it's like when I say comfy AF and write it in my script, it's like I'm trying to be cool. And I just want you guys to think that I'm cool. But in all seriousness, every single morning I meditate and I study before I exercise, and I'm always cuddling up with this blanket. It just makes the experience so much more warm. I'll let you in on a little secret if you don't tell my wife. I actually bought this blanket for Katie for Christmas because I wanted it. Another thing I love about the blanket is it's incredibly warm. So warm, it'll singe the hair on your leg. So warm, it'll bake a potato. So warm, it'll heat things up in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. So warm, you can start a fire with it. So warm, your furnace will be jealous. So warm, the son's thinking about retiring. So warm, I think I'm done. I want to hear your best so warm in the comments. Add to my list, outdo me, be more clever, be more creative, put it in the comments. So warm, ... The very last thing I want to talk to you about is the design. They did a brilliant job with the designs, and there's something for everybody. As you can see, the design on this one again is the Mojave Turquoise. It's a beautiful Aztec kind of, that sort of style blanket. The colors are vibrant, and I love this design. I love the camp line, specifically the Coast Camp design. That's the next one that we're gonna buy very, very soon. Don't forget to go to the website, check them out. Let me know which one you like, and please support their cause. Give a blanket to somebody in need, and enjoy your own Second Life reincarnated blanket. Thank you so much for watching and voting with your dollars. All the support that I'm getting on this channel is just so incredibly encouraging. I'll include all the links to Sackcloth and Ashes and all the other things that I've mentioned in the description. If you have any products or are struggling to find good products in any area of your life that you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your suggestions and what you would like to see. And finally, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, so that together we can discover the goods and the makers that are making this world a better place. We can vote with our dollars and live happily ever after. Peace.